Happy full moon in Sagittarius. Happy full moon in Sagittarius, everyone. Welcome to our horoscope video. We're going to be breaking down sign by sign how it will be impacting you. Okay. So let me know how you're doing, where you're watching from. I'm streaming on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And we're already feeling the energy of the full moon. You guys, we are already feeling the energy of the full moon because of the fact that the moon is already in Sagittarius. Okay. So how was we feeling, y'all? Hey, what's good? What's good? It's very, very sad. I just want to say that we're a week away from the summer solstice and I'm cold that I'm wearing a hoodie. I just want to let you know that I'm very, very sad about that. Okay. But so it is. So it shall be. South Jersey in the building. Sagittarius is in the building. Hello, mommy. Happy full moon, my love. What is good? We're going to get into the collective messages. We're going to get into sign by sign. And I have a very exciting announcement as well. This Saturday, okay, Saturday, 6/14. Okay, Saturday 6/14. I will be going live on my Substack for subscribers only to do a cosmic cold read. A cosmic cold read, which means I will be giving 3 people. I will be looking at your birth chart, answering a specific question, or just going into your chart or your transits, your natal chart or your transit chart. We're going to be checking it out, seeing it. So if you want to learn astrology, it'd be great. It's a demonstration of astrology in real time. Okay. So we're going to be doing that this Saturday. If it goes well, if we have a good time, we can do it like maybe every Saturday, something like that, moving forward in the future, or whatever date works. Okay. I want to do it at 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So mark your calendars. Cosmic cold reads going down birth chart where I know nothing about you. I don't know nothing. Okay. Just get your birth info, look at your chart, see what I see, cosmic cold read. And I'm going to do the reading for like 10 minutes and then get some feedback. We're going to do 3 people. Okay. So that's going to be going on. Okay, so to sign up for that or to join the Cosmic Cold Read on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be on my Substack. I haven't posted about it, but it's all you have to do is just be a subscriber. Okay. And so it's going to be a paid subscription, you know, not the free subscriber. It's going to make it more intimate. And so what's what we're going to be doing on this Saturday, you guys. Also, the full moon, we're already feeling the energy. We're going to go live on Wednesday for our fortune and favor Reiki. This is going to be happening at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you've been feeling like you want to get some energy off of you, want to cleanse your aura, you can secure your spot. This is for money, success, alignment. Okay. All these beautiful things about luck and fortune. This is Sagittarius related because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is currently doing so well in Cancer. Okay, so that's another exciting thing that we have. You can sign up for that. It's an event on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com. We go live on an unlisted YouTube video. And then if you want, you can also create an altar at home to allow yourself to receive the distance Reiki energy. We're going to go in with our sound bath. Okay, and then conclude with our tarot reading. The next day, I'll post the Reiki report, messages for our chakras. So yeah, that's what we got going down. Let me know how you're feeling, where you're watching from. We got North Carolina in the building. Okay. Hello, my love. Big Aries. Yes, yes. You guys, Gemini season is asking us to adapt. Okay. That means we got to get ready for everything. Okay. Stay ready so you do not have to get ready. This season, and especially this week, is extremely, extremely active in the cosmos. Okay. I talked about it on the weekly Astro Gems on Substack that basically this week is going to be bringing in, especially this weekend, a lot of shock, surprises, and we have to move with intention. We have to move carefully. We have to be vigilant, okay? Because there's going to be, with this Mars-Uranus square in the late Taurus and late Leo, it's going to be very intense, right? You know, we've had this theme of this Mars Uranus. That's when we have Luigi Mangione. Now we have like riots are going on, and I just see that energy increasing. Okay. So definitely with this energy, people are feeling very emotional. We have the full moon. We have Mars Uranus at like the last degrees, which gives a more karmic intensity. So I just feel like it will be an uptick. There could even be certain things like, you know, power outages and stuff like this, or just some shocks, people feeling nervous, tension. So it's going to be really important for us to tap in with our not only nervous system regulation, but also realizing that we cannot move impulsively. We cannot move just purely out of emotions. Okay. Because it's like the energy of, you know, how a fight is going to start, but you never know how the energy is going to end. Okay. You can know how it started, but you never know how it's really going to end. Okay. So that's another thing that we have going on. This full moon in Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, like I said, which is doing its mother effing thing. It's exalted in Cancer. So this is actually going to be really, really, really nice for us. But at the same time, there's going to be certain challenges that we're not going to be so we're not going to feel the expansion and the heart warmth and the nourishment until like September, when we kind of get out of this Jupiter Saturn square. But Jupiter is a planet of expansion. It's also the planet that has to do with abundance, okay, and overindulgences, which could show that people are just going to be acting mad extra, okay. Sagittarius is mutable fire. Okay, so people are going to be feeling very driven, very passionate with this energy. With it being ruled by Jupiter, this full moon is giving us a certain amount of faith that we need to have, that we need to foster. And we could be tapping in with religion, our spiritual awakening of some kind. Now I got hot. Now I got hot. As soon as I get on live, oh my God. So hot. Now my earring is stuck. Woo, child. That's another thing, you guys. Be mindful of accidents. Definitely going to be some upticks in accidents going on, car accidents, just in general, people saying the wrong thing, speaking out of pocket, speaking out of turn. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with this energy. Now, with this Jupiterian vibe, we could also be feeling a little bit more optimistic, like things are going to work out, even if we feel like they may not be working out. And so it's going to be very important to see what are the reality checks that Spirit has been giving us. I feel like with this full moon in Sagittarius, that is going to be ruled by the Jupiter squaring Saturn and Neptune. We have to really, really take care of our physical health, because if we're burning ourselves out, we're going to feel the repercussions. We're going to feel heartburn, right? We could feel like, we could be even into hypochondria. We can feel into more susceptible to illness, mental or physical. So it's going to be very, very important, you know, at this time to let yourself kind of hit the reset button on emotionally, physically, spiritually. Okay. This could be also wanting to go on a cleanse, as next week we have our summer solstice Litha. So we're moving and shifting into a completely fresh energy as Cancer season starts. Okay, but we are still in Gemini season. Happy birthday to all the Geminis also celebrating a birthday, baby. It's your time, it's your season, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. You're feeling sensitive. I feel you. Sacramento, California was good. You're feeling smooth in Ohio. I love it. Can you guys see me on YouTube? Because I kind of looked a little dark. It kind of looks a little dark. Okay, so something that's really beautiful that's happening in conjunction, which means with this full moon, is that we're going to have a Mercury sextile to Venus. And so when Mercury is sextiling Venus, you know, we are going to perhaps be feeling like we want to write, or we want to have a conversation, or we want to give someone their flowers and let them know how much we love and appreciate them. We might be, you know, discovering new beautiful music and stuff. We want to ground into listening to things that is going to help us. It's also incredibly beautiful for healing internal and external. But Jupiter being in Cancer, this is also illuminating how we nourish and protect ourselves. Okay, Cancer being that crab is very protective of itself. And so with this, we really want to see what do we have in place to kind of allow ourselves to hit the energetic reset button, okay, with Jupiter in Cancer and getting ready for this transit. Another thing I talked about was a Mars and Uranus this weekend, so we're really going to have to be quite mindful of our bodies. And this week, we're also having Venus and Pluto having a square to each other, and that's bringing up power dynamics and control in relationships or friendships, and people also wanting to get more in control of their spending habits and saving habits. And then on Friday, June 13th, we're going to have that, the Day of the Goddess. So I was saying it's a good day to do something to treat yourself, to get your facial, to get your massages. And then this weekend, not only do we have the Mars and Uranus square, but we have the Jupiter Saturn square. So with this, we're going to need to see how we can put like daily deposits into our future self, our future riches. And in that way, it's like giving us structure. Jupiter wants to do everything at once, and it wants to like indulge, and it wants to eat all the snacks. But it's like Saturn's like, we have a limit. We have a body. We cannot just do. We also have to slow down. This can also be showing that this weekend, after the climax of the full moon, people are going to be feeling very much in their feelings and feeling very tense, okay? Tense, nervousness, exhaustion. So you guys may already be feeling that this week. Another thing kind of highlighting with this moon is the fact that we are at the midway point between eclipses, okay? So we had eclipse season in March. Now we're in the midpoint as we're in another immutable season. Then we're going to come back and circle back in September. So we're really at like a bookmark, okay, in between these chapters. So you kind of want to look back in March and see, how have I kind of caught up, like done the things I said I was going to do, or have I not? And do I need to like kind of get back in the game? Do I need to set my new intentions? Or like, if you're not doing that, you're not showing up, you could feel like in September, the pressure is getting worser. Okay. So you definitely want to show the hell up for yourself. If you know what's good for yourself, baby. If you know what's really good. I also feel like this full moon is going to be highlighting our relationships, okay? Because the full moon is making a hard aspect, a sesqui square to Venus. So this is bringing up financial concerns as well as relationship concerns, especially with Venus and Pluto. We could be reminded of toxicity in our relationships, trauma in our relationships, or people trying to manipulate, gaslight you, or putting too much emphasis and obsession over either money or partnerships or love. Okay. So we kind of want to remain in our autonomy where we're not being defined by just our relational dynamics. Right. And so that's going to be pretty intense. I feel like with this full moon, especially for certain signs, it's going to be highlighting separation. But let's go sign by sign and see what we need to know. Okay, Sag in South Jersey. What's good, my baby? Okay. So now we're going to get into Aries, Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. Are the Aries in the building? Are the Aries in the building? Also, you guys, if you have questions about your own birth chart, okay, or you want to get a mini read, we will be doing a cosmic cold reading, okay, on Saturday on Substack at 12 p.m. where I will be giving 3 people. I will be looking at 3 different charts, cosmic cold read. Okay, so tap in with that. If you're coming in late, I just wanted to let y'all know that too. Come through this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay, Aries. So Aries, this full moon is going to be asking you to allow yourself to release certain limited beliefs or different philosophies that you have outgrown. Okay. Now you could also be feeling the travel bug, like you want to go out, you want to explore, you want to take a trip, you want to go overseas. Maybe you're planning a road trip. If you don't have that much flexibility in your schedule, that could be another way that you're looking at this. I also feel like with this moon in Sagittarius and it's sesqui square to the Venus that is also in your second house, your concern is mostly on your money, and you may also be wanting to get rid of certain things, donate certain things, move your money around and focus on your investments. Okay, that's going to be very, very important. Hello, my love. So yeah, That's another thing with my Aries babies. But most importantly for you guys, you are feeling like this call of curiosity. You're feeling the call of what else is out there. So Spirit is generally asking you to expand your mind. Now, full circle moments are always possible, but it's a culmination. So you kind of might be seeing how the pieces of the puzzle might be coming together and it's like all making sense now. Okay. So that's something happening for you, Aries. Now, the ruler of the moon, Jupiter, is squaring Saturn, Neptune, which is in your sign. So it does feel like it will be quite impactful for the Aries babies. And so it's very important for you guys not to get too hard on yourself and to focus not on these short-term results, but really what you're building and your legacy for your future. And it could also be important for you to say no. Like, no, I can't go. No, I can't do it. No, I don't have time on my schedule. No, I'm not fucking with you no more. No, you can't tap this no more. That was the old body. It was the old body. We on a new body, new timelines. So that's another thing. Okay, happening with I would also be very mindful of like scammers or people like when it feels like it's too good to be true. It most likely will be way too good to be true, Aries. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. Yes, you see me. Thank you. Because I was like still wondering, like, hello. But yes, that's what I'm seeing for you guys in this beautiful full moon. Now we're going on to Taurus, Taurus sun, Taurus moon, Taurus rising. What's really good with the Tauruses? Tauruses, so this full moon is asking you, it's like when you make a plan, like God laughs, the universe laughs, because it's like things are not going according to plan with this full moon in Sagittarius. Okay. It's giving divine intervention. It's giving something needs to be sacrificed, something needs to be given up. You can't always just be getting everything that you want sometimes. Okay. So this full moon is asking you to be very, very adaptable, Taurus. And you're really focusing on a money season. So this could be investing your money, how you're making your money. Okay. And also paying off debts, paying off certain bills. Some of you guys could be, getting different credit cards or, with this 8th house energy too, working on your insurances, your taxes, your resources, your partner. If you are in a relationship or you have a business partner, their dynamic, okay, or whatever they're going through can also kind of be bleeding into you. What that means is that if they're going through something financially, they could be making their problem your problem. So at a certain point too, people need to be responsible for themselves. Okay, honey. You can't carry everyone on your back, but that's what this Gemini season is really about. It's about seeing how the way you want to make money, spend money, and do all your things. Now, with Jupiter moving into your 3rd house here, you could also be feeling like you want to give back to community. You want to do some outreach, some service, some not donations, but volunteer work. Also, you might be wanting to tap in with extended family, relatives you haven't seen in a long, long time. Now, the full moon is making a sesame square to Venus in your sign. So this is also bringing up that Taurus is going through a rebrand. Taurus is going through some sort of aesthetic. Something that was working isn't working anymore. So it's like you have to kind of breathe new life into yourself, into your surroundings. Okay. So this could be also like giving yourself a makeover, changing up your hair, changing up your surroundings, stuff like that. Is what I'm seeing here for my Taurus BBs. Okay. I love that. You just got your state tax refund this morning. Money, 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 money. You in a money season. Gemini, what's good? Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Geminis, this full moon is really impacting you because it's Gemini season. Sagittarius, your sister sign, your opposite sign. So this full moon is saying that there's certain relationships that may be coming to a close or a climax. There's some adjustments that need to be happening, whether this is romantic, business partners, whatever the case may be. There's a shift that's happening. Now, full moons are also illuminating certain secrets, certain things that were hidden. So you might be, if you're looking for something, you might find something, right? If you're looking for something in someone's phone, you might find that. You might get that confirmation. Another thing here, Jupiter is moving into your house of money. So it feels like, right now you're working on how to build more sustainable income. And then in September, you might be actually seeing how the foundation that you laid is actually paying off. Okay. I also feel like with this full moon sesqui square to your Venus in the 12th house, is also highlighting the secrets of the partner, or how your partner could be like going through stress and putting their stress on you. And two, hidden enemies are going to be revealed with this. So if you are sleeping with the enemy, you're sleeping with a hater, that's also going to be exposed and shown to you, babes. Yeah. And it would be like if it's with friends, it's like with very, very close, intimate friends. You guys are learning a lot of lessons around friendships and around community, and not everyone's going to be able to come with you to the next chapter. And you're also going to be seeing how toxic dynamics could play out in your partnership. So take note. It's a very illuminating full moon for my Gemini babies. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. What's good, Cancers? What's good, you crabs? I know you're getting ready for your season. But yes, of course, this is a great time for you guys to rest, to reflect, to recalibrate. This full moon is asking you to release and surrender things that are stressing you out, making you sick, and having you focus on your own physical body and how much vitality and energy that you really do have for yourself. Now, Jupiter just moved into your sign, so it does feel like you guys are going to be learning a lot, expanding your beliefs, maybe going back to school, or you're going to be wanting to spend the year traveling. You're going to also be feeling like you want to do everything at once. So slow down. And Jupiter could lead to indulgences. So this could also lead to weight gain, sometimes with Jupiter in your first house. So that's something to be mindful too. It's sesqui squared to the Venus in your house of friendships. So this could be showing that there's certain adjustments or dynamics that need to be altered within your friendship dynamics, or even through your online persona. And it's also having that Jupiter squaring to Saturn and Neptune. So Cancer's going through something where it's like you may be feeling like you're overworked and underpaid. You may be feeling like you're working a lot and you're making the same or less amount of money sometimes. And so that's something that needs to be adjusted. And, you need to also give yourself a reality check and see if you've been kind of in your fantasies a little bit too much. Okay. And kind of grounding back into reality. Okay. But yes, this full moon is a great time for you to sleep, for you to rest, for you to write down your dreams, and also maybe go to the doctors, or spend time with your pets. Leo sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. What's good with my Leo babies? Leo, we have this full moon that is going to be asking you what brings you true joy and bliss, innocent true joy and bliss, right? This full moon, you may be wanting to do some self-care, take yourself out on a date. You may also be feeling like you're spending more time with children, or you're changing up your relationship with your children, whether this is spending more time with them or getting more strict with them. This is a season where you're really getting clarity and hyper focus on what you really truly want for yourself. What are your true goals, right? And so that's going to be really important. And so another thing, it is sesqui squared to the Venus in the 10th, right? So there's some rebrand happening with your career. Or two, this could be showing extra money flowing to you. You guys have a guardian angel right now with Jupiter in Cancer. So it's like things are not going to be manifesting as negatively or as bad as your, inner critic might be telling you, or might be trying to gaslight you into thinking. And you guys are going to be feeling that Mars Uranus square. So you need to be very mindful this weekend about how you're spending your time, your energy. You could be, not saying something, but you could be acting in ways that have consequences that you may not want to deal with, and have certain disruptions happening this weekend that is like could make you feel frustrated or angry. And so in that way, kind of lean on your spiritual support system. Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising. Virgo, This full moon is going to be pretty impactful for our Virgo babies. You know, you have been focusing a lot on, you know, your career advancements, promotions being seen. And so you could be attracting a lot of amazing opportunities. So you kind of want to lean into shining your light, or like closed mouths don't get fed, putting yourself into situations that you hadn't before. But the full moon is asking you to, you know, release certain family dynamics that are just not working. There could be tension in your home, a secret about someone that you live with, or a family member that's coming up. And now it's like, oh, great, now I have to deal with that. So there's this push and pull between work and career. It also feels like you guys are really letting go here too. Maybe you're moving, you're wanting to relocate, you're wanting to see what else is out there. Or changing up the flow of your home. You guys are definitely also going to be feeling that Mars and Uranus square. So it's very important for you to ask follow-up questions, okay? And I also feel like this full moon is a great time for you to stay in the house and rest, because you could have been overworking, overexerting yourself. You know, with Jupiter moving into Cancer, you're also going to be meeting very important people, having, you know, expanding your community, your social circle, your friends over the next year. It's also making a sesqui square to Venus in the ninth. You might want to spend money on taking a class, higher education, learning something, whether it's a weekend class, teaching yourself something. And it could also be for traveling, packing your bags, and leaving. Okay. Virgo said, I'm out, me boy. You do what you want. You do what you can. I do what I want. Okay? You do what you can, and I do what I want. Okay, now we have Libra, Libra sun, Libra moon, Libra rising. Okay, yes, I will be posting this after too. Okay, and it's also on YouTube. Libra, you guys, this full moon, I feel like Libra, you know, you guys are going to be one of God's favorites. Okay, you're going to be one of God's chosen people this year, because Jupiter is moving into your 10th house, and this is going to be bringing you so much more opportunities. This could be leaning financially, or something that is in alignment with what you truly love and what you truly want to do, or what's your purpose, what's your calling. And so this is a time for you really to put yourself out there. This full moon, you could be feeling extremely busy, okay? Extremely busy. And so with that energy, you could be feeling nervous, tension, anxiety. So you really want to do some breathing, some breath work, you know. Also, you guys may be wanting to travel long distance or road trips. You want to change up the scenery. And Mars and Uranus square could be happening like in terms of your friends, like your friend is crashing out, okay? Or you are feeling like your partner, your business partner, like their energy is seeking into you. So if they're nervous, if they're going through something, it also feels like it's impacting you. And in that way, it could be causing friction, frustrations. Okay. Very important for you guys to, you know, try to make the most of these opportunities coming, but not spending the most of these spending the most. Okay. Also, you could guys could be getting a gift, like something that's being passed down to you. That could be jewelry or some family recipes, something that is feeling really beautiful. Okay. Very Venusian. Yes, Mona Lisa. I've been extremely busy with my modeling, Libra sun. Congratulations. That's amazing. It feels like there's going to be way more blessings and way more exposure, is kind of the vibe here with Jupiter in the Cancer for our Libras. Okay. Scorpio, Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising. Now, you guys are having this full moon in your house of money. So you could be releasing limiting beliefs around abundance or releasing scarcity, right? Another thing with this full moon and it being in the second house, you're in a season where it's like there's a lot of divine detours that you need to take. And so it's like, don't get frustrated with God. You guys could be thinking about why me, why God? And like, it just feels like there's just so much resistance and pushback. Another thing with this full moon, you may be making some extra money or looking for extra money to make. And in that way, it's flowing to you rather nicely. And it says with regard to Venus in your 7th house. So you could be making money like with business partners. You could be making money through word of mouth and stuff like that. And you guys are definitely going to be impacted by that Mars and Uranus square this weekend. So I would say for our Scorpio babies, it's really important to mind the business that pays you. You know, not that you're one to overreact, but you definitely do not want to overreact with this or move too fast or let your anger and emotions get the best of you. It's very much giving expect the unexpected, Scorpio. So when it happens, just observe it and be like, in a way, like, I already knew that was going to happen. Okay, I already knew that was going to happen because Clementine told me it was going to happen. Don't get caught off guard. Okay. I would say it a Scorpio's way, Aquarius way, Leo's way, and Taurus's way this weekend. Okay, babe? Because you're going to see them. It might be them crashing out. Okay? It might be them crashing out, especially Leo and Taurus. Okay? They're going to be crashing the out. Stay out their way. Okay, Sagittarius, this is your full moon, right? So for you guys, you are shedding a layer of skin. It's giving like a deep sort of exfoliation, right? And so it's like you guys are going through this process of like the things that maybe you still like or want to do, you've upgraded, right? And you're just like, this is not hitting for me anymore. I'm not really fucking with this shit no more, okay? Now, this season is highlighting your relationships. You could be meeting very important people, influential people. You could also be spending more time or your partner's needing you to spend more time and energy around them. I also feel like for you guys, this Mars and Uranus square is going to be something that can also be deeply impacting you in terms of like you're going to get a desire and an urge like that you want to do something maybe completely different. You guys are going through like a 180. So you want to embrace this new version of yourself, even if it doesn't happen overnight. I'm almost getting the sense of you guys being like, oh, like when it's 1 a.m. and you want to completely fix your life, you want to completely alter your life. That's kind of what this full moon is giving for our Sagittarius. So it's like, it's not going to happen overnight, but you can definitely make steps to change and fix your life. So that's important to know. It's sesqui square to Venus in your 6th house, right? So this is very important for you to maybe work on something that feels like it really gives exfoliation, that like doing something that makes you feel more beautiful in your own skin. It feels also like maybe this is getting beauty treatments done, getting your hair done, getting your face, whatever you want to do, Venus, okay? Some of you guys might be stress eating because it's like the pressure is getting worser, okay? The pressure is getting worser, so you might also want to stress eat. You might be craving a lot of sweets, okay? That's what I'm seeing for Sagittarius. Okay, Capricorn. We have Capricorns in the building. Oh, you have a reading with me on Friday. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to see too as well. I have to get back to emails. I'm gonna do that today. Okay, after this. Okay, so let's see. Capricorn, full moon for my Capricorns. Are the Capricorns in the building? Capricorn. Full moon asking you to release self-sabotage. Okay. Full moon asking you to stop doing the things that you said you were going to stop doing. Full moon asking you to release addictions, release also shame around your shadow side. You guys are really focusing on stress management and rearranging and organizing your schedule and routines. Okay. So in this season, you want to see how you can support yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. This is also going to be making that sesqui square to Venus in the 5th. There could be bringing tension or adjustments that you need to make with children. Okay. I also feel like with Capricorn, Jupiter is moving into your 7th house. So it is extremely, extremely important to have boundaries around who you are hanging or associating or around, because Jupiter is expanding your house of relationships. So if you're single, you could be meeting someone, but if you are in a relationship, you could also be learning a lot from your partner, or you're maybe traveling a lot with your partner, you're doing meditations with your partner. But it shows that this area of life could be getting a blessings as well, but it could also be feeling like right now, if you live with someone, there could be adjustments or stress that is happening because of that. So it's like patience with yourself. You guys also need more rest, way more sleep. Okay. Is what it's giving. Capricorns are tired. They are feeling burnt out, and they do not give a damn. Okay. About what you got to say about it. Or if they give a damn, they're just gonna talk to their therapist, or they're gonna journal about it. Okay, because you ain't gonna let them, they ain't gonna let you see them sweat. All right, Aquarius sun, moon, rising. Aquarius, I would name you guys as one of the signs most likely to crash out with that Mars and Uranus square. And you're crashing out around romantic relationships, business relationships, family, and perhaps family or home life. Okay. So if you live with an Aquarius, I'm telling you right now, give them their space. Okay. This full moon, you could be coming like full circle with something that you had always wanted to manifest, and it's finally coming true. It's finally coming to fruition for you. Some of you guys are letting go of certain friendships, community groups, or organizations that you are no longer resonating with. And in this season, God, Spirit, Universe is asking you, what brings you fun? What brings you joy? What makes you want to get out of bed in the morning, right? And that's what you need to focus on. Some of you guys here, the people that you have been associating with are blocking your blessings, are just pure distractions, are speaking fear into your plans. So in that way, you're being called to release them, okay? You could be getting in arguments and confrontations, or something needs to give or change, again, with your partner, or within your family and love life. And of course, your relatives, extended relatives, you could be needing to have extra boundaries with them. But Jupiter is moving into your house here of sixth house, so you could be making things a bigger deal and a bigger problem than they are. So kind of take a step back and see, is this as problematic as I think it is? Or am I just frustrated? Okay. Pisces, not the kiddos. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. What's good, Pisces? How are we feeling? Pisces, this full moon is going to be pretty major for you. All right. So you guys are definitely going to be feeling the impact of it. Like something has got to change, right? This could be within your career, or you're feeling like a part of you, a part of the way that you used to present, or a part of the way you used to identify is changing. You're no longer the person that you were perhaps a year ago, or even 6 months ago. You're spending more time home. Maybe this is home, like hosting people, decorating, or you're trying to relocate, move. Some of you guys too are needing to get very strict with your finances and your money, because you have Saturn in the second house here, or you're spending money on healing, on faith, on your spirituality. And another thing with you guys too, I feel like some of you are going to be feeling that Mars Uranus square quite bad, in the sense that you could be feeling nervousness, tense, anxiety. And so it's like, don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid to speak life, power, magic, love into existence. It's going to be very important for you. Some of you guys too are entering a season where you're more fertile than ever before. So if you don't want to have a baby, you need to wrap that up this year. Don't say I didn't warn you. Okay. But a positive of this is that, spirit, the divine universe is going to be bringing you a little bit more joy, a little bit more ease coming into later in 2025, like September. Okay. So yes, what I'm seeing with you guys, it's a time where you can kind of say something, and then all of a sudden opportunity pops up tomorrow. It's a time where, like, you want to clear out clutters in your closet, or anything like your junk drawer. It's a time where you really want to get organized, and very much giving adapt, like evolve or stay the same, right? So you want to evolve, Pisces. So yeah, that's what I'm basically seeing. Like the moon is also sesquisquare to Venus, so you may also be hearing from or want to connect with like people you haven't seen in a long time, people from your community, your local community, or to yeah, your siblings, relatives, and things. Okay. Um, not a baby for fake. The baby is very, very real. Yes, okay. Definitely you guys can always come back and rewatch this live. I'm gonna put the timestamps in the description box. I went into more detail too on Substack, and this Saturday I will be doing our cold chart, our cold cosmic chart, cosmic cold read on Saturday for the paid subscribers on Substack, where I'll be choosing 3 people to read your chart or to look at your transits or answer a question that you have about your chart. It's really cool too if you like to learn astrology. Another thing is we have our fortune and favor Reiki on Wednesday for the full moon in Sagittarius. It's going down Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Yes, this is on YouTube. I'll be putting the timestamps. Okay. And yes. Rewatch it later. Check out on Substack as well the written horoscopes or anything like that, you guys. Everything you need is in the description box. I'm really excited, okay, for this full moon in Sagittarius, as I'm a Gemini rising, so it's quite personal, okay? This full moon is quite personal to me, baby. And Lord knows I'm feeling it. So I'm sending you guys all my love and blessings. Like the video, share, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all soon. Boy.